Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today we have a couple of things that we're going to go over. I got some new shipments in. I got the last subscription box so far, and we're going to do some reviews. So let's start off with the review, which is where we left off the last time. So the last time I did a book review, I said I was going to read these 3 books, in which case I did. I read this one in a day. It was amazing. Could not put this sucker down. So basically, this is a trilogy. You have Grishaverse, Shadow and Bone, and this is by Leigh Bardugo, I think is how you pronounce her name. So there's her name, Shadow and Bone. That's book 1. Book 2 is Siege and Storm, and then book 3 is Ruin and Rising. Basically, this is all put on with a girl. Her name is Alina, or Aline. Yeah, Alina. Her and a best friend that she's been best friends with all of her life, Mal, are in an army, and they basically are going to fight darkness. And so you have kingdoms, you have, of course, your royalty, then you have your gentry, and then you have your serfs, and then you have your nobodies. And then along with your royalty, there's something called Grisha, which are like these ordinary people that were just born and they had hidden powers within them. And then, of course, you know, your royalty takes them, trains them, and uses them in their army. So you have first army, which is humans, and then you have the second army, which is humans with powers, basically. And come to find out, every child that's born, they all get tested at a certain age to see if they have these hidden powers. If they don't, they don't. If they do, they get swept off, taken away from their families, and get trained. So basically, Alina is just a normal girl. She gets tested, nothing comes forth, and then all of a sudden Mal is in grave danger, and of course she loves him, but's never told him. You know, one of those lovely things. He's about to die, and her powers are there. And she finally remembers that even when she was a little girl, she had known that if those powers were to surface, she would have gotten taken from Mal a long time ago. So yeah, so book 1 is, there's a lot of, takes you like through a lot of stuff in just a short amount of a book. So really couldn't put it down. Book 2, she escapes with Mal. Then they're being hunted by the Darkling because, well, no two are alike. So there's that. And then book 3, basically, she has to end the Fold, which is the Darkling's creation, and either kill him or die herself. But I think I gave enough spoilers away in book 1. So if it sounds interesting, please give these a try. They are amazing. If you like the Red Queen, you'll like these. If you've read the Bone Witch trilogy, you will love these. If you read the Frostblood trilogy, you will love these as well. Hands down, amazing. So there's those. Oh, and I read all 3 of these in like, well, after the first one, reading that for a whole day. The second one I milked, and it took me 6 days to read. And then this final one took me 3 days to read. So they will engross your life. You will get nothing else completed. You won't get anything else done until they're over. And then you'll be completely satisfied. So based off of these, they also have this duology, which you can see I haven't even opened. These double books are kind of like an extension slash spin-off of one of the main characters, which is Nicholas or Nicholaus. Not really sure how you want to pronounce his name. I just called him Nick. So that this is like an extension of those. So you have Six of Crows and the Crooked Kingdom. So I'm going to go ahead and read these next. I'm quite excited to go ahead and read these. These are by the same author, Lee. And my girl at work has already read these. So, of course, I got the box set because it was just the easiest thing to do. So, here is what Six of Crows looks like. So, you got some nice silver foiling. Ooh, that looks good. No mourners, no funerals. Some nice little artwork in there. It'd be nice if I could have gotten these signed or something. And then this is basically Ravnica, which is the world that they live in. So there's that. So Six of Crows. Yeah, Six of Crows. And then you have Crooked Kingdom here. This one's got some gold foiling. And then We Never Stop Fighting. So there's that. And then there's also another book which I have to order, which is King of Scars. So, yeah. What's this one say? 6 dangerous outcasts, 1 impossible heist. When you can't beat the odds, change the game. So, yay! I'm excited. I'm going to read these. These are my next reads. And then also, because of where I've loved the couple of books so far that I've gotten from her, I also ordered this other book that she wrote, which is called The Language of Thorns, Midnight Tales, and Dangerous Magic. And got some gold foiling. This is all like embossed. It's very three-dimensional. And then as you take this off, this book is gorgeous. So you have a black book. And then, of course, you have the Grishaverse Signia there. And all gold foiling. I don't know, it's gold. Kind of looks gold, coppery, like rose tone almost. And then you have your binding. And then this is like an illustrated book, it said. Which it is. Oh, this is so pretty. Like, so you've got some illustrations all along the book sides. Let me see here. She's got like full page illustrations in here. So this one will be interesting to read. It looks like little short stories. So I got this one too because, well, why not? I mean, if I like her, or I like the author, normally kind of get everything that she writes. So we will see. And then on the back it says, Love speaks in flowers, truth requires thorns. A collection of 6 lavishly illustrated stories. And then it says, travel to a world of dark bargains struck by moonlight, of haunted towns and hungry woods, of talking beasts and gingerbread golems, where a young mermaid's voice can summon deadly storms, and where a river might do where a river might do a love-struck boy's bidding, but only for a terrible price. Inspired by myth and folklore and fairy tale. Perfect for new readers, dedicated fans. These tales will transport you to lands both familiar and strange, to a fully realized world of dangerous magic that millions have visited through novels of Grishaverse. So, sweet Jeebus, I can't wait. Okay, so, on to my final subscription box. My final subscription box is LitJoy Crate. I have canceled my subscription. If you have seen my previous video, Chains of Gold, I will link that down below if you haven't. But I was very upset in that video, so therefore I canceled my subscription. 1 second. Sorry about that. So box, this is March's box, and it is April, let's say it's 27th. So they did advise us that due to the COVID-19, these boxes were going to be coming late, and then we got another update stating that they were still delayed, and then we got finally an update stating, oh, guess what? Our final item has finally reached us, and now we're going to start shipping out boxes. So unlike before, instead of just shipping out a box and then shipping out that additional item that is late at a later date, they just make you wait. So, but spoiler, here you go. So this month for March, it was called Ride or Die. So here is your little pamphlet. And then of course, this is also your cheat sheet cards to let you know of basically what all is in here. Next month, if you want to do April, it's called Women Warriors, which I think they're already done. And then I think May is Book Bewitching or Book Bewilderment. I don't know. It's something. I'm not even interested. So there's your pamphlet. So the first thing we have is in some bubble wrap. You got a little like mug. Okay, so this must be the Lord of the Rings themed. So you have your saucer plate, which has, of course, let's see here. 1 ring to find them, 1 ring to bring them all, and in the darkness bind them. Oh, wait. Yeah, the 1 ring to, anyway, you guys know. If you know freaking Lord of the Rings, you'll know what the hell it says. And then, of course, on this little cup, it has the Elvish writing on it. And it is just literally a tiny little cup. So, there's that. Know what I'm going to do with that. The next thing in here is Shadowhunter themed. So, I love Shadowhunters. I love all the books by Cassandra Clare. So here is our little holder. So of course you have the immortal instruments on the front. You have your cup, and then you have the immortal sword. You have the angelic rune. I can't say enough about this. I think it's gorgeous. And it has a little pocket, like little holder. It doesn't tell you though what the hell this is supposed to be. Like, is it supposed to be just a card holder? Shadowhunter and oh, it's a passport holder. Well, I don't have a passport. But that's okay. Maybe if I ever do get a passport, this is where I'll stick it. Otherwise, I might just maybe put like a tiny little notebook or something in it just so that I can have it in my purse. The next thing that we have in here is this little notepad. So that is Katniss Everdeen. Of course, Hunger Games. Gotta love Hunger Games. Do I have a problem with this? Not really. It's your standard sticky notepad. So that's cool. I will definitely use this now that we're all staying at home and working from home. The next thing that we have is Southside Serpents Ride or Die. So it's like a little decal. I'll probably give this to my son because that is not, I don't know, that's just not me. So that is from, does it tell you? Maybe it's from the book. I don't know. It doesn't tell you. So then the next thing you have, of course, you have trading cards. So it says the March trading cards are from the Akotarman. Characters represented are Rysand, Azrael, and Cassian from A Court of Thrones. Okay, so I haven't read that yet, but these guys are amazing looking. So we have this gentleman first. Then we have this guy next. And then we have this gentleman here. I hope they came out. I can't really tell if my camera is focusing or not. And then as an add-on, they are doing these pins that are around the world pins or something like that. So if any of you have read Strange the Dreamer, this is what it's from. I love the books. Me and my co-worker have read the books. We love them. So this says explore the unseen city of Weep. So of course you have the city of Weep down below, and then you have the blue angel that is in the sky surrounded by moths. It's beautiful. I love it. It looks like a stamp. And then of course it's got, you know, your dual things and everything. So love it. Definitely worth it. And then we have LitJoy crate coming May of 2020. This is for their magical crate 7.2. So any of you guys that like Harry Potter, of course, this is the final magical crate that they do. However, their magical crates are expensive at $100 a pop. I don't get them. That's just not up my alley. But if you like them and you don't mind spending $100, not that the stuff that's in their boxes aren't amazing, but again, I'm just, I haven't read the Harry Potter series, so don't burn me for that. But I do have them. They're on my shelf to read eventually. So here's this. So it's basically saying don't miss the final crate. Sign up for our VIP email list for early access to sales, and the sign up is free, and you can visit litjoycrate.com/magical edition. There's no code or anything. So and then we get our print. She's very evil looking. And then of course we have our letter from the author, which I'm not going to read because they are long. And then finally we are down to our book. So unlike past crates, you normally get a dust cover that says LitJoy on it. So we have a specialty cover, and I am in love with this. So we have just a black outline dragon with some fiery red stuff coming from his eyes. And then you have a girl here standing, or a fairy, with a red cloak on. Looks like a fairy with the pointed ears and everything. So that is amazing. And then the back is the same thing. So this dust jacket is of the book. At least that's what it says. LitJoy Crate Custom Edition book signed by the author. Also includes original dust cover artwork. Included separately from the book is an author letter. Okay, so there's that. So here is our book, and it looks so pretty. So this is Bone Crier's Moon by Catherine Purdy, and it says we have to make our own sacrifices one day, and it will be easier if we don't grow attached to those destined to die. Very nice. The book is a gray color with silver. And then, as always, you get a reversible dust jacket if you would like to use it, which is the same print as our little insert. Okay. And then if we turn to, of course, the first page, it does say LitJoy edition of the book. And then you've got the signature page right there, which is nice. You get another part of that artwork that was included. And then, oh, there is a map. South Gale. South Golly? It's either South Golly or South Gale. But there is a picture of the world that we were obviously going to be venturing in, so that's exciting. And we start off with 8 years ago. So let's read what this book is about. Bone criers have a sacred duty. They alone can keep the dead from preying on the living, but their power to ferry the spirits of the dead into the goddess Elra's night havens or Tyrus's underworld come from sacrifice. The gods demand a promise of dedication at the cost of the bone crier's one true love. Alysse has been prepared since birth to become matriarch of the bone criers, but first she must Yeah, first she must complete her rite of passage and kill the boy she is also destined to love. Bastin's father was slain by a bone crier, and he's been seeking revenge ever since, but his vengeance comes too late. Ulysses' ritual has begun, and now their fates are entwined in life and in death. Sabin has never had the stomach for bone crier's work, but when her best friend Alyssa is taken captive, Sabin will do whatever it takes to break the bond between Ulysses and Bastin. Before they all die, the first pulse-pounding novel in a new duology from New York Times best-selling author Burning Glass shines with doom, romance, magic, and betrayal with power to shatter the boundaries between the living and the dead. Okay, so this is 2 books. It's going to be 2 books first. Yeah. So there'll be a second book to this. So if you read this one fast before she goes ahead and sends out the second one, then you're screwed and you'll be waiting around until whenever the second one is published. However, since I am obviously in no rush to read this book because, well, I have plenty of other ones on my list to get done first, I'll go ahead and wait until the second book is released to order that one, and then I can breeze through this one and then get on to the second one so that I can find out how it ends. So that is that. Let's see. Wait, didn't they say that was, oh my gosh, you guys, I made a huge boo-boo. This is not inspired by the book. That is inspired by Throne of Glass. I apologize. I have this book series to read too, but there's like a lot of books, and I only have book 1, and I've had a lot of other books occupying my time, so whoops. Okay, so we have the book sleeve. We also have our teacup and saucer, and then we have the South Side Serpent sticker, which is based off of the book. Okay, so that's supposed to be based off of the book. No serpent stands alone, no matter the circumstances. Ulysses and Bastin each have true friends defiantly fighting hard to help them and keep them safe. Use the Southside Serpent sticker to display your unflinching devotion to those you love and those who you would ride or die for. So, there's that. And then, of course, we went ahead and got the City of Weep Collector's enamel pin. So, yeah. So the pin was additional. They're like $12. Mine was only $2.50 because I had a coupon. Yeah. So we'll go ahead and whenever I read that book, I'll give a review later here on the channel. But stay tuned because when I come back, we will have read The Six of Crows and The Crooked Kingdom. I'll go ahead and go out there and order King of Scars, so this way here I have that too, in case this one leaves me wanting more, obviously, of Ravnica, because it is an amazing, amazing world. I loved it. Totally engrossed myself in it. It was amazing. So, if you guys have any tips, suggestions, please leave them down below. Also, tips. I subscribe to a new book subscription called Fake Rate. Somebody in a past video went ahead and recommended them to me, so I did go ahead and subscribe to them. I don't know if I'm getting April box. I don't know if I subscribed later than their cutoff time or if I made it on time, so I'm not quite sure if I will have an April box from them. But I do know that I will have a May box, and also I went ahead and ordered a May box from Beacon Box. I've never had Beacon Box. I've ordered some little stuff from their shop and I really liked it. They were pretty quick on shipping and everything. However, Beacon Box's website is lacking as far as order information. It's very hard to find anything even though you have an account set up. There's nothing really there to tell you if it's fulfilled, pending, sent. So, That's my only downfall with their website, but I have emailed them. They were very responsive. I believe also with Beacon Box, I also ordered a special edition crate with them as well for Kira Cass. Her books were of the Selection series. So you had, which I have, so you have the Selection, the Elite, the One, the Heir, and the Crown. The next one to that series, which I didn't even think there was going to be another one, but she wrote another one. So that one is going to be coming out at some point, in which case I ordered the box to go along with the book. Oh, there's also something else. So if you do read the Shadow Bone series, or you want to go on to Grishaverse.com, and I'll try to link that web address down below, they are going to be making a series through Netflix. Netflix got the green light to go ahead and start that, so that's quite exciting. But other than that, I'm at it. That's it. That's all there is. It's a wrap. We're done. If you have any tips or any suggestions whatsoever, please leave them down below. If you haven't done so, please subscribe and hit that notification bell so that you're alerted anytime that I have any kind of uploads. And I hope you guys have a great day. Please stay safe. If you're a reader like me, keep reading. And let me know if there's any exciting books out there that I should definitely be enwrapped in. Hope you guys have a good night. Bye.